What to do when you have a rough draft and you want to get started about the editing portion. The very first thing that I did was I read it over and over, and I did not stop writing and reading because I wanted it to be like perfect when I had the time and the finances to be able to hire an editor. This writing portion of rereading it and writing again, this took like 6 months at least. You'll see that there are different types of editors out there. There are editors that will go through, and copyright editors, line editor, I think I'm saying that right, where they go through each and every line, they read through the entire document, they correct all of your grammar mistakes, all of your structure sentence mistakes. They'll go through and correct everything so grammatically it is correct. There are some editors that will go through for the story plot. I really wanted someone to read through my book, correct the grammar mistakes, correct my storyline mistakes, give me a finished copy of what they thought would be the best. I reached out to a few places here in the Twin Cities area, but there are also people online that can help you as well. I chose to go the online route because for my finances, it was easier for me to go that way. I mainly worked with one website, which is called Fiverr. Fiverr has been really helpful for me in my journey and my process. There are other numerous amounts of websites that have editing, design, servicing projects. I was working on a really tight budget for this. The editors that I had were fantastic, but I ended up going to 3 or 4 of them. And the reason why I did that was because I kept on editing what they had said for me to edit in it, but then I wanted to give it to a different editor because I wanted them to catch maybe mistakes that the other editors didn't go through. So I went through a series of multiple editors to get this book accomplished. When I was finished with my editor process, while this was happening, I also reached out to beta readers. What beta readers are people who are hired to read your book, read the entire book. They don't go through the grammatical. They go through and they talk about what are the items that kept them engaged. What are the chapters that they were so bored with they just could not get through the chapter? What are the things that they thought were a little weird to say, out of left field to say, things to put in the book that they wanted more of? Maybe there was a lot less dialogue that I started with. But then when I started putting it through the 12 beta readers that I had in different stages, I was able to mask and figure out a good idea for all of the beta readers to give me their opinions on. I really recommend doing multiple beta readers from all over the world, especially if you're doing a travel memoir. The last thing that I did was sensitivity readers. Now, sensitivity readers to me was something I was honestly really, really nervous about because I did not want to offend anybody in my book. I did not want my book to be something where someone gets upset about reading something in it and feels anger or is upset about it. So when I hired my sensitivity readers, I asked them to go through. Maybe I didn't quite catch and they were able to say, hey, maybe this isn't that most appropriate. I'm gonna be honest with you, there really wasn't that much when it came to sensitivity readers that they had like corrected me on. I think the only thing that I had touched about was alcoholism, and I talk about that in my book. And so that was just a spot that I was really kind of figuring out how to talk about it and what to say in my book about that. That was the only thing that I really kind of went through and was really kind of nervous about. But other than that, that was pretty much it. I highly recommend sensitivity readers because they are awesome. They are so down to earth and really great at what they do, and they will talk about things that you may not even think about it. If you are going the traditional publishing route, now it's time for you to do a proposal. What a proposal is it is an email that you send to different literary agents within the realm of traditional publishing. This is like your one shot, your one ticket. You can send it to them. They can either choose to want to read your manuscript or choose to pass on it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Proposal writing for me was so hard. I think I hired maybe 7 proposal writers, including writing it myself at first. When you are going into traditional publishing, it's often good practice for you to have someone else read your proposal and make sure that everything looks okay before sending it to a literary agent. Literary agents and traditional publishing, this is going to be the 3rd step if you are choosing to do traditional publishing. If not, and you're wanting to self-publish, that's probably going to be in the next segment or the next section of the video. But for right now, I'm going to talk about the traditional publishing aspect. Hey guys, this is Editor Autumn now. So I am currently in the process of editing this video, and I'm actually going to stop the video here because I think that I'm going to make a separate video that's going to be about traditional versus self-publishing, and I think it's just going to be so much better if I clump it all into one. So if you are interested in watching that, stay tuned to this channel. I'm going to be probably putting that out here pretty soon. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching. I'm so excited that this series has been taking off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!